How's it going, Instacart shoppers? Today we're wearing the hat in honor of all the crazy Instacart shoppers still working throughout all these snowstorms. We're wearing a nice little warm hat. We just so happen to be in Texas where it is a shocking 43 degrees. That's pretty cold for us, but I know some of you guys are out there delivering in literally 12 degrees. So, in honor of you, we have the crazy hat on. We're going to be looking at some stuff on Reddit, some stupid replacements, unicorn orders, and who knows what else. As you guys might know, I currently have COVID, so we're stuck at home, not able to work, and it's kind of hard to make Instacart content right now, so this is what you get. Anyways, hopefully you guys are off of work and we're able to just sit back, relax, and look at some crazy stuff. So without any further ado, let's jump on that Reddit page that I am banned from. Alright, the very first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is one of the best replacements I have ever seen, and I have seen the exact same freaking thing on my app, I swear. It's absurd. So, replacement requested. They were trying to get some melatonin. If you guys don't know what melatonin is, it helps you sleep. Right down here, Instacart recommends caffeine alertness aid. Person said, so if you're having trouble getting some sleep, maybe you should just stay awake. Instacart be like, you know? I've seen that too many times. Stop giving 3-star ratings or draw 25 people who don't check their phone during the order. It's 25 cards right there. Alright, this person got a unicorn order. These are always pretty exciting to look at. So, biggest unicorn order to date, and all it took was a snowstorm. It got 98 out of 99 items in 70 minutes, and the only out of stock was a $50 bag of lobster tail. So that sucks because that's going to cost him a lot. $50 on that big of an order is still going to decrease your tip by a ton. But I'm looking at the 98 out of 99 items, like, good for you, because like my stores, even like 2 months ago, I couldn't do that. Alright, so this was a $93 batch, and yeah, it was a lot of items, but I mean, for $93, even if it took you 2 hours, you're doing pretty freaking good. Even if it took you 3 hours, you're getting paid $31 an hour. Alright, real fast, I want to hear from you guys. What was the biggest order that you've ever done? Personally, mine I think was $80 or $88, but it went down to $80. If any of you guys have had an order over $100, let me know, because that is just crazy and people need to know what Instacart is capable of. I want to Instacart, but the snow. I live in Massachusetts, and we have a huge snowstorm today that still hasn't finished. Roads are barely plowed, no salt, etc. I want to run it up today and make a lot of money with Instacart, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Maybe by around 2 or 3 I can go out, but it's really not worth me getting into an accident or ruining my car for a $30 batch. Yeah, if the roads are dangerous by you, please do not shop. If you guys have an all-wheel drive vehicle, maybe consider it. But if you guys are just rocking like a Honda Accord or a Civic like me, be careful out there, because especially here in Texas, roads do not get touched at all when it ices. So you're just asking for trouble. And your car payment's going to go up a ton if you get in a car crash, and it's not worth making $100. You might as well lose $100 that you would have made that day and just call it a day off. So apparently this person, they delivered a Uber, a Grubhub order, and an Instacart order all to the same person in one day. Just imagine that look. They're probably like concerned for your health. Alright, we're going to be looking at a nice review. These are always pretty great to see, because after you work all day and you go offline, seeing one of these things, like even if you had a somewhat bad day, just cheers you up. So let's take a look at this awesome review. Thank you for your service and care for the order. I really appreciate all that you did to get the items we needed. I hope you stay safe and know that you are really appreciated. Stuff like that, if you're a customer watching this, it helps us out so much and keeps us doing what we do. This is probably something that you guys are seeing a lot of right now, unfortunately. So apparently this person had an order and had to refund like a $70 item, and he knew right then and there that was going to drop his pay. And if you guys look right here, that dropped his pay a lot. He was staying positive about it looks like, though. They didn't care too much because it was only 3 items, and for $21, that's pretty sweet. Okay, so that would have been closer to like a $33 order, and it went down to $21. Alright, so this person got a gift here. It looks pretty sweet. So they had a pretty crazy week, it appears, and they were feeling defeated, is what they said. And they got 2 gifts in one day, and that's pretty sweet. So they got like a health sanitizing packet with some like mask, it looks like, which is pretty awesome. Like, that is a really nice gift because that is a customer caring for your health, which is probably like the most important thing. So that's awesome. And then they got flowers. What in the world? All right, we're going to be looking at a good old Costco order. Man, I miss shopping at Costco. So they had a double batch shop delivered in an hour and 10 minutes, easiest 105 I've ever made. That's probably the biggest order I'm looking at so far, because that's $105 for that. I mean, that's a lot of work, but $105, like, take your time. Like, take 3 hours on that order. You're still making $30 an hour. Or you guys could rush it and get paid $100 in an hour. That'd be pretty cool. We're going to be looking at something that might be a little controversial here. So, ratings 101. After 6 yeets. After 6 yeets with Instacart, stop looking at ratings. Just put the hours in and you'll make money. Last I looked, my ratings were at 4.25. Still make good money and get good batches. I'm trying to remember at what point Instacart starts to get worried with your rating, and I'm pretty sure it's around 4.25, like when you could get deactivated. So I don't know about that. So far, I don't know what he's saying. Unnecessary worry to keep looking. When Instacart is finished with you, you will get that sleepy icon. Until then, just shop till you drop. I don't know about that, man. Personally, I notice a difference between 4.98 and 5 stars. So if that's working for you, you do you, but I wouldn't recommend any of you guys try and stick at a 4.25 for your ratings, because you must be like screwing stuff up for customers if you're that low. If you're watching this video, I'm sorry, but I just don't agree with that. So here's something cool. Anytime I see something from the customer's perspective, I like to talk about it because it just helps kind of correlate everything, and so the shopper understands the customer better. So let's take a look at this interesting change to the app for consumers. We are now offered the opportunity to tip extra, and for the record, I increased my tip by $10 because the shopper was hella awesome. So yeah, this is something that I saw whenever we had that experiment on my channel. You do get the option to tip extra, but from what I saw, it's something that you kind of have to click into to check out. I'm not too sure if this just popped up for that person or if they like clicked through the buttons to get to that section. All right, so the next two posts are pretty interesting. They're kind of dramatic. Let's take a look. I had an Instacart shopper ignore my chats when instructing them how to access to my apartment building. They needed to come in a certain door and ring a buzzer. They didn't respond at all. They were not new to Instacart, been shopping for 2 years. They ignored my chats and just dropped the food in the foyer. Some of the soda cans were busted open, indicating that they just tossed the groceries. I want to leave bad feedback and reduce my tip. My question is, can they tell who reduced their tip? Yes. Can they tell who left bad feedback? No. The Instacart woman looked sort of scary, so I'm leery of doing anything that might cause them to get vengeful. They're scared of the Instacart shopper. Obviously, they didn't do a good job, and if they've been shopping for 2 years, then I would expect better. I would expect better from someone that is starting the job day one. They screwed up, and honestly, if that's how they act on all their orders, they might need to be looked at by Instacart. Apartments are stressful, but you never do that. You don't leave a ton of busted soda cans in an apartment. But if there are customers watching this, basically, if you guys leave a bad review, all we see is a low star. I don't think we actually get to see your comment. We only see comments for 5 stars, I believe. So if you guys do need to leave a bad review, then that's how you do it. Or you guys could just leave a damage report for the soda. Another option, if you guys do reduce the tip, the shopper will know, because we have a little layout for every order we do what the tip is, because you guys have 24 hours to adjust the tip. So we have to have some way of seeing if our tip went down or if we got tip baited or if the tip went up. It's really important for us. But now let's take a look at this amazing article right here. All right, so this post is a little weird. This shopper and this customer were not getting along very well via text. The customer, after reading these texts, appears to be a little agitated, if I do say so. They keep asking the shopper to get a manager because some item was out. By the end of it, basically they just go back and forth about getting a manager and stuff not sending and blah, blah, blah. This is where it gets good at the end. Bro, you're shopping for me, and if you can't do it, then the shopper just decides to cancel the order. Props to you, shopper. If you're ever getting talked down to by a customer like this, don't even bother shopping for them, because I wouldn't want to meet that customer in person. All right, this is probably going to be the last one we look at. So to whoever was asking about the thank you note, it does work. So look at all these good reviews after her leaving a thank you note. This is something that I swear by. I'm not too sure if this is breaking any rules, but if it is, that's kind of dumb. Basically, I have a sticky note and I handwrite a thank you note on every single one. Obviously, I'm a guy, so people don't think I'm as cute when I'm leaving a little thank you note, but this person seems to be getting a lot of thank yous. Anyways, stay safe out there, especially if it is icing and snowing in your area. I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.